One thing, guys, I know we're getting to time, and I want to be really thoughtful of that. Let's leave our people with something fun, guys. What's the one takeaway this year you want to leave people with? I think we've done a good amount of shows now. You guys, we've got a great audience, great people. What's your takeaway this year to leave everybody with for us to kind of like end on a high note for the year?
Whew, I'd say focus.
Wait.
Craig, go ahead. You had something.
No,
smiling.
I didn't. I didn't hear his question. I was paying attention. I was trying to text my son to say, get ready. One takeaway from the year. Okay, Matt, go with it. I like where you're going.
Focus. Do what you do and do it extraordinarily well. The temptation to build around something too early is always going to be there. We always get bored with the products that we create. We get bored with the messaging that we create, but the market is much bigger than what we think it is. And there's people who haven't heard it. You got to beat those drums, and you got to make a product that is truly amazing before you start building other products. People have to love it. People have to need it. People have to understand the value of it, and then start laying stuff on top of that. And quite honestly, look at like some of the most successful companies on the planet. They didn't do that until well after the fact that they were a known entity, a proven entity, a successful business with really no doubts about that. So I think people have this this drive to get horizontal way too fast. You got to go as deep as you possibly can on the product that you initially set out to build, and then you can start to build new things afterwards.
Craig, you want to go or you want me to?
Go ahead.
I'm going to take the exact opposite approach of Matt, but from a different perspective, being test your butt off. And this is not around your product. Test a lot of stuff, especially around your go-to-market. We've seen a lot of things that used to work really well not work anymore. And that's okay. It may work for your industry. It may not. When people say something's dead, it may be bad for them and great for you. That's fine. Don't listen to all of the people out there just talking and saying this is dead or that's dead or this is working. You need to get out there and test it. Your industry may be different. Your product may be different. Your competition may be different. The systems you have may be different. There's no playbook that works for everybody. So get out, have fun with it, try new things, experiment, A/B test like your life depends on it. Because at this point, with the way jobs are turning, it probably does. And don't be afraid to try old things that used to work and stop working too. They may work now.
Yeah.
So that's my thing for the year.
Like it.
Go ahead, Craig.
I think that the focus thing is a really interesting and important part of things. I would say that, like, I wasn't sure. By the way, my hesitancy is that we fired a lot of people in the industry.
Yeah.
And I was trying to think of how I would say we got to just stop firing people for a minute and let people dig in.
Yeah.
I don't know how to say it because there's obviously a reason for that. And that's not a bleeding heart take. That's actually, things are really hard right now. And if you take what Judd said, we have to figure new things out. We can't keep doing. There's literally nobody you hire that has the answer right now. That's the key, because you can't bring in the old playbook like it used to be. Like 2 years ago, say for sure, go get that person that was generating X number of MQLs per year. For sure. They've proven it. They can walk in, hire their people, run the playbook. But right now, all the playbooks are broken. And so your execs are going to struggle. Your people are going to struggle. But we do need to sort of dig in and solve for it. Please don't write me about the fact that they're not working hard or whatever. Those are different. That's not the same thing. The thing is if you hire good people, we have a lot of things that we got to go figure out. So I just wasn't sure how to put it, right? Because I'm not.
Man, that was great. Honestly.
Yeah.
Great.
I was gonna say, speaking from the marketing side, what I will say is, like, I know this is gonna sound self-serving because I don't want to get fired, and no marketers do, but marketers are always at their most effective in year 2, and like, you shouldn't have to wait for them to deliver value, but if year 1 is good, year 2 is going to be great. People need to understand the cycles of the way the business operates on an annualized basis. They need to get really clear about, their customers and their category and the space. And it just takes time. You need to be able to iterate on things a few times. And I can tell you just from my own experience, like my year 2, my year 3, it's like, wow, like the momentum just really starts to flow. Year 1 is always the hardest for marketers because They're doing the things that we talked about. They're experimenting. They're trying to focus. They're trying to experiment. There's a lot of stuff that happens in the first 12 months. The years after is where the value really starts to pay off. Don't fire your marketer.
So
Awesome.
guys, yeah, great takeaways, great stuff, great year. Guys, thank you so much for being a part of us this year and helping us to grow this. We're loving doing it for you. And if there's stuff you want us to talk about, if there's things you want to see us change or add, let us know. Send us some messages. We're also experimenting with taking some of your stuff. Send us the questions. Let us answer them on, live and do this. So let's have some fun. Have a great year. Thanks. Thanks for tuning in to GTM Unfiltered. To hear our innovative insights and strategies, visit gtmunfiltered.com. Be sure to subscribe and leave us a review on your favorite podcast platform. Until next time.